Keisuke, he has another knife? A box cutter. When did he... I have nothing left. All that left here is madness. Theories and ideas born of insanity. Even so, that madness was my love, my atonement, and my pride. You want to wake me from my madness? You won't. If I did wake up, it would be to reality so nightmarish that it would make no difference. Old man! Mister, why? In this darkness, underground, spend a short while living in fear. And go mad, just like me. Hey, old man, hey! This can't be. No! No! The dead man soon began to smell rotten. The butler's corpse in the laboratory swelled, his flesh melted away and attracted maggots, and his bones showed clean through. The doors going back up wouldn't open, no matter how much force we put into them. Our sole means of escape, the elevator, never opened. There wasn't a scrap of food in the basement. The only water was brown and rust-filled. Amid the smell of medicine and decaying corpses, we couldn't keep from vomiting. How much time has passed since we were locked in the basement? However long it's been, it's meaningless. We felt in our bones that we wouldn't escape, no matter how long we waited. Not a single soul tried to speak. Darkness and silence dragged us all into isolation. In this basement, there are more dead people than living ones. Gradually, it come to feel funny that I was even breathing. I'll surely be joining them soon, but my body, as it keeps vomiting out, still screams that it wants to live. If I can't die yet, then why not bring them closer to us? That thought suddenly crossed my mind. Piles of medicines, rows of documents. They seem to be providing support for my idea. Madman 2.0. A faintly shining liquid tempts me. It tells me there's no proof it'll work, but there's no proof it won't either. Bad end. Undermined by insanity. You know what? I would do even something more insane. You know what I would do? I would try every single possible code on the 10-digit door. The amount of possibles are way too long, but I would just go at it like a crazy madman. Okay, went back to a very old save, and I looked at the answer for the insanity thing. Apparently I was right about the approach. It's just that, you know, the letters, all I thought is that each block is individual, because the red thing was covering over some of the tablets, so I thought that the tablets being blocked are an example. They weren't an example. They were just there. I thought because the red is covering over this thing, I was like, oh, okay, so I need to find the letters and ignore the second letter and take only one number. I thought that's what it means, remove one from insanity. It doesn't. Alright, so I got the code now. Let's just put 4, 9, 16, 7, 2, 8, 6, 39. There we go. Now, will this give me the good ending? I don't know. Because I read that to get the good endings, you need to make sure that nobody dies. I don't know how this saves Kenta, because Kenta just goes to check on Ryoji and then gets instantly stabbed. To save him, you need 2 items, but I'm not sure if the 2 items are in here. A thick book. Okay. That's item number 1, actually. A notebook. Words are scribbled all over the place. I've decided to continue the research my grandfather and father left behind. In my student days, I tinkered with it for fun, but it was so utterly foolish that I quickly gave up. Even so, it might help my mood. Anything will go to clear my sorrow. This basement is full of shady, unfamiliar medicine. I'll start sorting them out and testing a few things. The writings on this medicine, modern science, would scoff at it, but there's something compelling here. I found myself enthralled. With my grandfather and father having written their every thought as they researched and made inquiries, I got a sense of reality from it all. I had belittled it before, but I think I'll take this research more seriously. I finished my first prototype. Desperate to test it on a body, I quietly brought the corpse of a run-over dog into the basement. I applied the medicine and observed for a few hours. I feel I saw its front legs twitch. Yes, dogs, when they die, sometimes they move because of the oxygen in their blood. So the twitching had nothing to do with the medicine. Maybe I mistook it in the darkness, or maybe my eyes deceived me. After numerous revisions, I tried applying it on a run-over cat. I could swear a bit of moisture returned to its dry, open eyes. How would you... This is disgusting. I'm still missing something. I need more test subjects. I'll have soon used up the remains of the caged animals. Even though I've come so far, I did something bad to Takahashi, but she's so kind. I'm sure she'll forgive me. I must apologize to her someday, and to that end, I must hurry with my research. I thought at least Miwako would support me. Sad, painful, lonely, spying on me. Won't forgive them. Forgive me, Yanase. It'll all be worth it soon. Very soon. The hell is this? He's nuts. Now that I'm here, I think I'm supposed to interact here. It smells kind of like blood. Is there something inside? Open. Obtain blood pack. Okay. So I just never came back here because I usually interact with everything. So I guess what happened is that I just straight away went and found Roji, and because of that, I never got to explore this section because I usually just interact with everything. Cool. So we got that, and this item will help us survive somehow. Can I pick this up? A thick book. It seems to be about clinical pharmacy. Thank you. I want to read that, actually, if you don't mind. Oh, he doesn't want to read that. A pack for blood transfusion. Okay. Now I guess I can go check on Roji. Wait, no, it's locked. Okay, how do I... Oh, yeah. I went in here and found a key, and that's why. Okay. Kento, you're okay. I don't know what's going on, man. So when I came to, I was locked in here. Just get out of here. Get me out of here. Nope, it's not budging. Hang on there for a second. The key should be around here. Please. Well, he was still stabbed. So that didn't change. I thought maybe he's gonna do something. Kenta, hey. Oh. I missed one line. So I went back. Is he gone? Kenta, how are you up and about? Didn't you get stabbed? Well, he stabbed through the sack of blood but hit the book. So book, hit the blood first and then the book, so that way he didn't get injured, right? Actually, I stuck a thick book I found earlier near my stomach. Gotta protect yourself when there's a weirdo with a knife around. Oh, and then this is a blood pack. Kept it on me thinking I could play dead in case I happened to get stabbed. Glad it could come in handy. I wonder what would happen with the thick book. Would it just like, this doesn't work. I'm just gonna, from above. I might try that because I want to see if there is like a unique death scene for that. You worried the hell out of me, man. I was freaking out and you died, you bastard. I'm gonna kill you. How does that make any sense? Well, thanks for the concern. Okay, now what? I'd love to search for the key to the cell, but it'd be bad if I bumped into that guy. That said, playing dead here wouldn't do if he came back and found out I was alive. Guess I'll have to leave for now and sneak around looking for the key. Hey, don't push your luck. Don't worry about me right now. Just hide and be quiet. He'll attack you again. But then you'll be in danger. You might be the one getting stabbed next. I'll manage, even if it takes some time. Okay, see ya. Bye. Kenta, hey! This time I took only the thick book. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I wonder if he's... what's actually gonna happen. Is he gonna realize that or what? Because he said that he was only able to fake dead because of the blood on the floor. No blood. There is no blood. He's not dead, is he? Is he gone? Kenta, you are. How are you up and about? Didn't you get stabbed? I actually got stuck with a thick book I found earlier. He's gonna come back. You worried me. Okay, now what? I'd love to search for the key. Wait a second. I don't remember seeing blood. Oh wait, he's not charging. Kenta, you gotta run. Clever boy. But it wasn't enough to fool me. If you hadn't come here, you could have used those smarts to live a normal life. It's too bad. That was cool. That was really, really cool to see this alternative dialogue and stuff. I'm really happy I decided to replay from that section again, just to get the book. So like I said before, to make sure we get the good ending, we have to make sure nobody dies. Which includes also Riho. Can you please stop? Pretty please? Okay, I'm just gonna bash you in the head with a chair. Gah! Don't you touch Rio! I won't let you kill my best friend! Kyuko? Emiko, what are you doing? I'm not Emiko! I'm not your daughter! Get a grip already! You murderer! You're lying calling this research. You're just running from a painful truth you can't accept. You just have gone mad. Yeah, we've seen this before. You're lying. Miko, she said she was going shopping with her friend. And this is where he asks back for his family. Give back my family. Kyuko, run! Well, that's new. She said Kyuko, run. We haven't seen that one before. Oh, hey, we obtained a clean knife. That's new. The knife is not bloody anymore. I really like all these small attention to details. Rio is okay. Right? Yeah, she's fine. Keisuke, hurry and cut these ropes loose. And then he accidentally stabs her. Rio, are you okay? Are you hurt or anything? I'm good. Super duper thanks, Kyuko. I'd be dead if it weren't for you. Sorry for putting you in danger. Ihihi, don't worry about it. I'm so glad you're okay, Riho. Oh, right. I picked up your necklace. Here, have it back. Like, I dropped it when that guy attacked me. Thanks, Kyuko. Hey, where's Rio? Is Rio okay? Haven't met up with him yet, or Kenta. I'd assume they're in the basement. Then let her in look. I don't want to spend another second here. I want to go home. Cool, we have back our conga line. Just 2 more people to stay alive and we're good. Yeah, there they are. Kenta! Why, it's you guys. Glad you're okay. Kenta, where have you been? I was looking for the key to the cell, but that old guy saw me, so I've just been hiding in this storeroom. For real? We were in the storeroom too. There's 2, aren't there? It must have been the other one. But since I was hiding the whole time, I wasn't able to find the key. I want to go get Rijo out quick. Alright, we'll go look for it. Could you stay with Rijo? Got it. Be careful. Make it quick, guys. Ah, free at last. Ryu, I'm glad you're okay. I was so scared. Sorry to worry you, babe. I mean, Rio. I'm just doing fine, as you can see. Glad you're safe too. Sorry, Kenta. I guess I got you into danger by letting you go alone. It's fine. Don't sweat it. I got some pretty good info by going around by myself. Info? What did you find out? Well, why don't we all share what we've learned? Revival potion. The guy with the knife's murderer? And he's Mr. Murai, the master of this mansion? Yep, and the last page of the murdered butler's diary was dated today, not just the same date in the past. In other words, that body was found from today. He was murdered just before we arrived. So we were attacked because we riled up a crazy old guy by taking photos? Damn it, I should have never taken those photos. Hell, I should never come to this place. You can't blame yourself for that. I mean, nobody knew this mansion wasn't really abandoned. Who would have thought someone would still live here? The old guy with a knife is the house's owner, Shigeki Murai. In the dining room was his butler, Yanase. Killed for proposing he turned himself in, I bet. He mistook me for Emiko, his daughter. I bet Emiko looked a lot like me. So he convinced himself his dead daughter was revived by his potion. At any rate, we've got to get out of here. The elevator here should go outside. Not that I have proof, but let's try it. Hey, did Mr. Murai, the master of this house, really kill people? That's apparently what the butler's diary that Kenta found said. Something up. I mean, he did run at you guys with a knife, but who... Maybe he didn't. It's always good to think of good of people. Nah. Oh yeah, because his grandma was a part of this too. You bastard! So this is where you've been hiding? I'm gonna beat your ass! Wait, Ryuji. What are you holding there? Are those urns? As if I would hand over Miwako, or my revival potion. Begone! You won't impede my research. Listen, Gramps, we don't care about research. We'll be taking you to the police. I won't let the police meddle either. My revival potion. Very soon, it'll be complete. I must protect everyone. Father? It must have been really sad when your family passed away. That's why you locked yourself in this dark basement and researched alone. I'm sure your sorrow is so powerful, we could never understand it. So I doubt anything we say will go through to you, but please, let me say this. If you love these people, don't you think you should let them rest somewhere nice? Your research isn't complete yet. Until the day your potion is unfinished, atone for your sins and wait. You understand you killed them, right? And you regret it, don't you? If so, then you have to atone first. Your research can wait until then. I'm sure your family and servants would be happier that way too. You there? Me? There's a phone in the room behind you. Call the police with it. Feeling like turning yourself in? My mind is cleared at least a little. If I don't turn myself in now, I may just lose myself again. Please, once you call them, I'll tell you how to get outside. Oh, his eyes are shifty again. This is the phone, huh? Okay, dialing 110 for the police. The buttons aren't doing anything. Is the police not? He lied to me! That bastard! Yeah! Old man, what'd you do? He was hiding a box cutter and he cut his throat. We need to stop the bleeding. It's futile. I cut an artery. I'll die shortly of hemorrhagic shock. Why? Why would you do this? The dead won't come back to life. Creating a revival potion is surely impossible. It was all just my own delusion. For such a foolish idea, I killed my family and those precious to me. Using research as an excuse, I tried to run from my sins. All that remained was me, a madman. I finally recognize it. At last, my sins are atoned for with my life. Now I can meet Miko and Miwako. Mr. Murai, please tell us how to get out of here. If you don't, we'll never escape. Sorry, I truly owe it to you. But I hate it all. It's more than I can bear. Whatever it is, whoever it is, I don't care anymore. I'll take you down with me. In this darkness underground, spend a short while living in fear. And go mad, just like me. Hey, old man, hey! This can't be. Now we're never gonna... No! No! The dead man soon began to smell. The butler's corpse in the laboratory swelled. His flesh melted away and attracted maggots, and his bones showed clean through. The doors going back up wouldn't open no matter how much we forced them open. There wasn't a scrap of food in the basement. Amid the smell of medicine and decaying corpses, we couldn't keep from vomiting. How much time has passed? We felt in bones we wouldn't escape no matter how long we tried. Not a single soul tried to speak. Darkness and silence dragged us all into isolation. Even if someone collapsed, we couldn't afford to care, but sometime we should feel jealous. We were indifferent to dead bodies, but sometimes we would feel jealous. It's better to become one of the dead here, freed from unease, loneliness, and suffering. That's how I came to feel. Occasionally, I hear a whispering voice. Hurry over there. Here. It was the whisper of the arrogant dead. Bad and two. The dead are arrogant. Okay. How do I get the other ending? Okay, so we're here again. I was able to interact with him for a short second, but now he's non-interactable. Wasn't sure how that go, but I think we'll manage. Hey Yuki, stay next to him for me. Why? He seems to have calmed down a little, but I still can't entirely trust him. If you try something, stop him. Got it. We got him. Hurry up and make that call, Keiseku. That guy is totally bad news. Let's just leave all this to the police. Roji, you have a second? What's up? You stand next to that guy too. What for? Yuki's there, ain't he? You can trust his brute strength. Yuki's been acting strange. He's spacing out a lot. If it comes down to it, he might not be able to act right away. So you keep an extra pair of eyes on him. Stop him if he tries anything. I see, gotcha. Oh, now I want to see what would happen if only one of them was keeping an eye on him. I'll be keeping watch, so it's good. Hurry up and dial 11-0. God damn it, I wish I would save right beforehand. No wandering around, gotta make that call. Alright. The buttons aren't doing anything. Is the police line cut? Bastard! No! Wait, that was real. Damn it, man. Can't be too careful around you. Good stuff, Rio. Hey, what's the matter? The guy had a box cutter on him. He tried to slit his own throat with it. Mister, why would you do that? You can't die. Please, don't die. The dead won't come back to life. I'll never complete my revival potion. It was all just a delusion. For that foolish idea, I killed my family and the people precious to me. Research was just an excuse. I'm a coward who ran from his sins, a weak human unable to face reality. I'm a madman unable to live under the light of the sun anymore. As much as I atone, I'll never have that right. I'll tell you how to leave this place, but after all, please leave me be. Just let me die. Just the way I am now. I am a madman living underground. Mr. Murai. Mrs. Yamada, do you remember Toshiko Yamada? You remember her, right? I am Toshiko Yamada's grandson. Do you remember me? My grandma told me about it. How when I was a baby, you held up me a bunch of times. I remember that. At birth, you weighed 38 to 47 grams. I was surprised when I held you because that was much heavier than Emiko when she was a baby. I remember laughing with Mrs. Yamada, impressed she could manage to give birth to such a child. To think that was you. Yuki, you look to be quite healthy and just as big as ever. Yes. Is Mrs. Yamada well? She died just last month. It was a bad case of pneumonia. Granny always told me that Mr. Murai and his family were really good people and she was glad to work for them. When she was suddenly made to quit as a servant, she hesitated and regretted it until the day she died. She said that she wanted to meet you again someday. I came here hoping to meet you, to tell you about Granny's death, and to thank you for taking care of her. I'd heard this house was abandoned, but I didn't know where the Murais lived. I thought there might be a lead here, but I never thought this would be what became of the Murai family. Mr. Murai, you can't die. There are people like me who know you, people saved by your work and company. You do have connections out there. You may be burdened with sins, but to die alone in this darkness basement, no one wants that. Please atone in the outside world, and also please leave. I'm begging you. So Mrs. Yamada has passed away. She was a very good person, kind and modest. Thanks to her, my house was always comfortable. Everyone left me here. Everyone died. All the good people around me. No, that's wrong. I killed him. Miwako and Takahashi and Yanase. Perhaps my crimes go too deep for me to abandon everything and find rest. It's not yet time for me to join them. Yuki and Ryoji, was it? Could you prop me up? I'm too weak to stand. None of the phones in this building work. Take me to the room of cages. We'll leave by the elevator there. And please, hand me over to the police. Shigeki Murai was turned in and handed over to the police. After being detained for a while, we were able to go back to our homes. He apparently admitted to the murdering the 3 corpses. His talk of a revival potion was thought to be the result of an unsound mind, but he was judged to be sane and thus not safe from the law. Incredibly frail from malnutrition, he was held in police hospital, but he never showed any signs of recovery and passed away a few days later. The murder case at the haunted mansion made a public stir, but Shigeki Murai's research was concealed, leaving us the only ones with the full story. The media searched for the truth, but being minors, they couldn't reach us. After questioning and some days of house arrest, we were able to return to school. That was one heck of a day. Didn't think exploring a haunted house would turn into a discovery and a murder. Even you've learned your lesson now, right? Forget about this ghost photography and haunted exploration stuff. Don't you try to invite me. I'm not coming. Yeah, I know. Doesn't matter how thrilling it is. I don't want to get whacked in the head and nearly killed. Yeah. Quit it with the weird stuff and have some more fun with Rio, okay? Hey Yuki, have heard you went to Mr. Murai's funeral? Yeah, since Granny was indebted to him when she was alive. It's kinda deary, huh? We kept him from suicide, but he just died anyway. He looked super emaciated, sleeping in the casket. I didn't notice so much in the basement, but he was pretty frail. He did pass out after a barehanded punch, after all. Chasing after us must have taken the last of his strength. I heard from the police that there was hardly any food in that house. The butler's diary did mention going out shopping, but holding up in that dark place and not eating well, it's natural he'd be weak. I doubt they necessarily wanted to die, but maybe in the back of their mind, Murai and the butler were both thinking they'd die quietly. Enough. We finally met up again and all. Let's go for karaoke, or to the arcade, and get some grub. I'm all for it, let's go! Alright, let's eat. Come to think of it, Rio, where's Kyoko? Huh? She was here in class earlier, wonder where she went. I'll go look for Kyoko. You guys wait in the front gate. Counting on ya. There she is. Gee. Kyoko, so you were up here? Keisuke, it's been a while. Were you crying? Mr. Murai, he seemed really kind when he was talking to me like I was Emiko. His eyes were so gentle. Emiko must have been really, really dear to him. He must have loved her. So even though she died, he wanted to meet her no matter what. I know what he did was a crime, and his research was insane, but if that accident hadn't happened, he would have been a normal father. If he weren't suited for that research, I'm sure he could have recovered someday. And yet, it turned out this way instead. It's just so tragic. I'm sure he wanted to find rest as soon as possible. He suffered for longer than we can really understand, drifting between sanity and insanity. It's unfortunate he had to die, but he won't suffer anymore. He's been freed from it. That much is certain. I know how you feel too, Kyuko. At this point, maybe all we can do is think about it that way. Yeah. Mr. Murai might have died without atoning for his sins. But I hope he can at least meet the people he loved over there. Good end 1, Beyond the Door. I heard there is actually a good end 2, but we have to play through the entire game again. Am I gonna do it? Am I a madman? After playing for hours and hours, am I gonna do that? Yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. Second playthrough has added bonus scenes. Which one do you want to play? Second playthrough. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna be recording the entire second playthrough then, and I'm gonna show you the other scenes. Okay. Yanase, it's urgent. I saw some young people taking photos of the mansion. Well, what about that is urgent? Surely mere photos are fine. They're after my research. They've caught wind of my revival potion and they're out to steal it. That's inconceivable. First of all, where would they have heard? We haven't had contact with the outside world in ages. I don't know, but it's the truth. They're aiming to steal my research and claim it as their own. Please, settle down. The front door is shut fast, so they won't be coming inside. No, we don't know that for sure. They might break in through the windows. If any of them come into my house, kill them on the spot. Yes, killing them is best. I'll use them to test my revival potion. Once revived, I'll have done no crime. They'll be precious life subjects. The day I can meet Emiko, Miwako, and Takahashi is soon at hand. Master, leave the front door open so that they can come in as they please. So it's come to this. What have you called me, Yanase? Did I not say I was busy with my research? I have. Had enough, sir. Please, please, I beg of you, come with me to the police and turn yourself in. What foolishness! How could I do such a thing when my research is nearing completion? I'm so close, truly so close, I can taste it. Please give me more time. I will not. I've had enough with you. If you mean to harm innocent youths, I refuse to go along with this anymore. I've endured it all for a fleeting dream, but I can do so no longer. This is my limit. I do not wish to run from my crimes. I will atone for standing by and watching those I love die, with whatever years I have left. Even if you try to stop me, Master, whatever you do to me, I will be taking you to the police. No matter what you say? Yes. You won't be dissuaded? I will not. I have made up my mind. I see. Thank you for everything, Yanase. Hey, Keisuke, Kenta, please peep these. Hey, Dad? Hey, Dad! Not enough here again. Don't blame me if you catch a cold. Ah, Miko, what did you want? I'm going shopping with a friend, so do you need anything? I'll buy it while I'm out. No, not especially. Where are you headed? Oh, you know, places. We're seeing a movie, then going shopping. No, I see. Have fun. Don't stay out too late, alright? I know. See you, Dad. This is the day of the incident, isn't it? Master, what has you signed for? It's Amiko. With movies, she always used to say, I've gotta see it with Dad, but she hasn't been taking me out lately. That is unfortunate, yes. But master, I feel the young lady is quite fond of her father for one her age. He's right, master. My grandson in middle school now, and he's always going out with friends for karaoke and games. He doesn't care about an old hag like me. Used to be so attached before. Teenagers are all that way, it seems. Maybe that's just how it is. Surely you're not jealous of Emiko's friend. What are you going to do if she shows up with a boyfriend someday? Huh? She has a boyfriend? I didn't hear anything about this. I said someday, dear. I haven't heard anything either. It appears the master is awfully overprotective. But listen, honey, Amika will be independent from us someday. You have to learn to let go. I suppose so. She's already in high school. It's just a few years. She'll be an adult. And didn't she bring up moving out? Well, once Amika's left the nest, I should sell off this depleted place and buy something more neat and tidy, prepared for my twilight years. Which'll put us out of job, eh? That'll be lonely. What are you saying? Of course you'll come along. You're the same as family to us. That's delightful to hear, master. I look forward to the new house. Oh, is it Lady Amiko? Yes, this is Mirai residence. Huh? The police? No, that can't be. Mistress, master. Lady Amiko's. No. I don't want to remember any further. Was I dozing off? Even memories of happy times are all just nightmares to me now. I must find breakthrough. I must complete my research for the sake of those precious to me. There they are. Yeah. That scream, was that Ryoji? And that's how the door was locked. Well, the game is pretty much explaining to me everything. I don't really want to know everything. I want to leave something at least for my imagination, you know? Many friends, teachers, and the like attended the funeral. Surely it is proof of Lady Zamiko's virtue. How is Miwako doing? She is still distraught. Takahashi is constantly attending to her. A father who didn't even come to his daughter's funeral. What must the attendants think of me? But I wouldn't have been able to bear it. Wouldn't that be the final word? I don't want to believe Amiko is gone. I don't want to acknowledge it. Why did Amiko, who still had a future, have to die? Why is an old foggy like me living instead? Master, please, cease such thoughts. There is nothing that can be done. Lady Amiko always looked happy beside you and the mistress, and we were overjoyed to have come to her aid. The loss of Lady Amiko is tragic to the point of making the way forward unclear. I understand that painfully well. Yet we are alive. So as much as it may hurt, we must move forward. Sorry, Yanase. Let me be alone for a while. Pardon me. Alright. So every time there is like a new scene, I'm just gonna cut off to it so you guys can see. Hey. Is this game gonna explain to us everything? I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. Will we be able to see what happened to Riho? Because I wonder how she got cut out. She's gonna run out any moment now and yeah, there we go. Maybe now we'll see what happened to both of them. Just like that? Literally just like that. He caught both of them without Kayuko noticing. Interesting. Has it already been 6 months since Emiko died? It still doesn't feel real, like I'm having a long nightmare. I always forbade Emiko from entering this basement. I never once let her in. When she tried once as a little girl, I scolded her severely. Why did I get so angry at her over it? I have so many regrets. Research on reviving a human body. These documents must be from my grandfather's time. How idiotic. The dead won't come back. That's exactly why I'm so sorrowful. But I must say, there are a lot of these old papers. I didn't know there were so many materials here. I used to tinker with some things here, but I stopped once Emiko was born. It didn't suit me as a director either. Can't be mopping forever. Perhaps I'll do some research here. It may help improve my mood. Revival potion. Fine. Let's start by seeing what this nonsense is all about. Something as worthless as this seems more likely to help me forget about my sorrow. Merely to ease my heart. Even in my youth, I had surely found it to be worthless and laughable research. The living and the dead, fantasies and reality. Through human intellect, they hoped to cross uncrossable boundaries. The basement's plentiful research material was filled with the enthusiasm of past chemists. That zeal bordering on madness, unable to recover from my loss. It invited me to the other side. There we go. Gonna keep on ahead. Now I gotta get the good ending here again. Those kids. To think they'd invade not only my house, but my research facility. I destroyed the reference room panel, but too late, they already went inside. Luckily, my findings seem unharmed, but what if they took photos? I can't let this stand. I will capture all of them. Yanase, Takahashi, there's no need to worry. I won't let them lay a finger on you. I will protect you, my family, the ones precious to me, until the day of your revival. So the bloody handkerchief was his? That's kinda... I thought it's the bloody handkerchief of somebody he murdered, considering he murdered everyone. The fireplace floor opens up to a door. I wonder if maybe the others were... What's this? Blood? Master, look at this. There is so much blood. Ah, yes. It's from an animal corpse he took for my experiments. Corpse? I told you I'm immersed in research, yes? I need to do various experiments, so I picked up a dead dog that got run over. So, sorry, but please do clean it up. And tell Mrs. Yamada that I'm working in the basements, so I don't want dinner. Also, don't forget to clean Emiko's room. Prioritize it over my own, in fact. You never know when we'll need it. Master, may I ask you something? What is it? Just what kind of research are you doing? You haven't told me any details, but I find myself unbearably curious. And you said before that we would meet Lady Emiko soon. What did you mean by that exactly? Also, Takahashi greatly dislikes having to clean up bloodstains. Blood appears to make her feel faint. Nothing I can do there. It's for research. Once Takahashi sees the fruits of my work, she'll gladly be cleaning up. Which would be a revival potion, a miraculous medicine that can bring the dead back to life. It's what my grandpa and dad researched. Say again? I mocked it at first, but found it to be a surprisingly realistic prospect. I recently took on their work that had been abandoned just before completion. Master, are you serious claiming that reviving the dead is possible? Yanase, I know what you mean to say, but if you only understood these findings, I'm sure you'd believe it too, if it was possible too. It's truly only a step away. Grandpa and Dad couldn't complete it, but I will see through it. Master, the dead cannot be brought back. That is why we mourn death and hold funerals, is it not? Such things will soon be needless. Talking about his research on reviving the dead, were you? Mistress, you were aware? I'm sorry, Yanase. I understand that you're worried and how Takashi is scared. But let him do as he wants for now. Doing research like old times distracts him. It's like he can lift his spirits. Sorry about my strange husband. Just leave him be right now. Talking as he's in the room. That's kind of funny. Looking back, it was such a normal response. But at the time I was thinking, how short-sighted they are to not even try to understand this wonderful work. I'll finish it someday and show them all. No one, not even family, understood. I became isolated in the house. As I spoke less with my wife and servants, I spent more and more time in the basement. And the madness growing inside me manifested in the most terrible way. Okay, so we gotta get the blood pack and the thick book in order to save Kenta. And Biko's bones are gone? I took only a free trade on a prototype. Why? It can't be. Have I finally found success? No, I mustn't jump to conclusions. There are intruders in this mansion. Perhaps they... if that's the case, I'll never forgive them for this. Yeah, let me out. You ain't gonna get away with this, damn it. Cleaning the bathroom is all well and good, Takahashi, but are you keeping Amiko's room nice and clean? Master, I'm thinking I might quit tomorrow. Please, forgive the sudden nature of this. Why? You've worked here for years now. Why do something so sudden? I'm unable to bear it anymore. The grief of losing Lady Amiko, the difficulty of supporting the mistress, or my touch in the headmaster. What did you say? I did my best to put up with your staying locked on the ground all day and using innocent animals in experiments. But there's one thing I can't forgive you. I can't forgive your treatment of Lady Amiko's remains. You. So you went into my laboratory. You're out of your mind, disturbing Lady Amiko's peaceful rest for your lousy research? The dead can't be brought back to life. Isn't that just common sense? Obsessing over your useless experiments and completely ignoring the mistress. It's too horrible. You know nothing. If you understood my work, you would know how wonderful the things I'm doing are. Master, you really have gone insane, haven't you? Takahashi, Believe me, I'm not insane. I just want to meet Emiko again. You're not going to convince me. I'll be leaving here tomorrow. No, within the day. And as far as taking her remains, even if she is family, it's a crime. I'll be reporting you to the police. Please forgive me. I see. That's too bad. Why would you tell him that you're going to the police? Just tell him you're going. Master! Takahashi? Master, did you do this to Takahashi? Takahashi tried to interfere with my work, and she called me a lunatic to boot. We must contact the hospital at once. Takahashi's going to die. There's no point. She's already dead. No. You need not worry, Yanase. Takahashi will be soon well again. Huh? Let's carry her to the basement. Ah, and it would shock Miwako, so don't say a word to her, nor Yamada. What are you saying? I don't have the foggiest idea. I'll take responsibility and revive Takahashi. The potion will be complete very soon, and I promise I'll apply it then. Master, you killed Takahashi. We must go to the police. Yanase, you looked after me since I was young. You'd understand, surely. When I say I'm doing something, I will do it. In research, and so too as a director. That's why my company advanced, so... Please, trust me. If only one last time. You fucking bitch. Look at him with his deception. He's like with watery eyes to try and deceive him. If my research fails, I'll absolutely go to the police. I'll accept being branded a murderer. But if I can only complete it, then Emiko and Takahashi can come back. So please, let it pass for now. Let me continue my work. Absolute deception, dude. Absolute fucking deception. Why are you telling me? I'm fired all of a sudden? I may be an old hag, but I can still work. I'm sorry, but it's an urgent situation. I can't tell you anything at the moment, but you'll understand eventually. To be honest, I wish to leave as well, but for the mistress and master's sake, I'm unable to do so. So at the very least, I want you to... Does this have something to do with how Takahashi suddenly quit? Or maybe the master? He's been acting strange lately. I don't even know what's up to. Hole up in the basement. I'm terribly sorry. I can't tell you anything right now. Please leave here without a word. I'll meet you again if I have a chance. Perhaps I didn't stop Yanase from persuading Mrs. Yamada due to the desperate struggle of my remaining sanity. After all, even overtaken by madness now, I'm tormented in the occasional sane moment. I'm mistaken. I'm just running from reality. Deep in my heart, my right mind screams. I've only been pretending not to hear it. So he knew about Yanase persuading her to go away, but he didn't do anything about it because he had somewhat of remaining sanity. Miwako, Yanase's prepared a meal for you. Please come down and eat. Miwako? I went in the basement. Why do you have Emiko's funeral urn? And why? Why is Takahashi's body there? Did you kill her? Calm down, Miwako. I'm preserving Takahashi's carefully for the day close at hand. What close at hand day do you mean? The day you complete your potion? That'll never for all eternity. Because it's nothing more than a delusion. Takahashi, she consoled me after Emiko's death. She always tried to cheer me up. But what have you done for me? Just sat in the basement, dreamt fantasies, and ran away from reality. Please, wake up already. Your revival potion's not good and finished. Emiko and Takahashi won't come back, and you'll never be able to bring them back. Miwako, I thought you would believe me. I thought you supported me. I can't believe in you anymore. Not after you killed gentle Takashi for your sick delusions. Murderer. You're a murderer. You're insane. Stop. I'm not a murderer. I'm a stabber. It's different. Yuki and Ruji, could you prop me up? I'm too weak to stand. None of these phone in this building work. Take me to room of cages. We'll be living by the elevator. And please, hand me over to the police. Always turning away from my mistakes, I lack the courage to atone, and now simply await death. Now, I'm able to realize that I've long since lost something precious, since the day I lost Emiko. Without that essential thing, I was all too easily possessed by madness. I wanted this world like the living dead. True, perhaps I was mistaken, but undoubtedly, the thing that kept me living through my despair was that madness, born of the love for my family. I likely depart before my judgment is passed. That vexes me like nothing else, but I am nothing but grateful to those youths. That I am able to crawl out into the sun and finally die as a human. It's all thanks to them. What? I think there is more stuff. Kuyuko, so you were up here. Keisuke, it's been a while. Were you crying? Mr. Mirai. Emiko must have been, really. So even though she died, I know what he did was a crime. If that accident hadn't happened, and yet it turned out this way instead. I'm sure he wanted to find rest as soon as possible. He suffered for long, then we can... it's unfortunate he had to die. I know how you feel too, Kyuko. At this point, maybe all we can do is think about it that way. Yeah. Mr. Mirai might have died without atoning for his sins. But I hope he can at least meet the people he loved over there. Good end 2. Crawl out of insanity. So we just got a bonus edition in the ending with Mr. Mirai in his deathbed. Man, Yuri is just a great storyteller. He just is. I feel like I might just replay Crooked Man for myself after playing this. Because I really like Crooked Man. But yeah, a really cool game by Yuri. Really glad I played it. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching as well. So, the characters has been updated. Hold on, maybe there's something new there. Kind even to the servants, she was adored by all. Left this world after a car crash in her school year of second school. Car crash, huh? Oh, so that's how she died, in a car crash. His description gets emotional easily. Gets very emotional. How dare you talk about my research? Ah! The second playthrough I really enjoyed, seeing all the flashbacks and pieces of lore we haven't seen beforehand. But I felt like it was unnecessary to explain every single thing that happened, like, you know, Riho disappearing and Roji getting kidnapped after he was knocked out on the couch. You know, I didn't really have to explain everything, but I really enjoyed the lore bits. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I make videos, that's what I do. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.